Okay, example 1, we are dividing the 5/6 of a gallon, because that's all the paint that we have left. And how many walls do we have to paint with that 5 and 6 gallon? Yes? 4 and 1. Okay, but I have a problem. Remember what this says in red text here? What can I not do, ZZ? Yes, I have a mixed number. Ooh, icky. Gotta run the other way. So what do I have to do to the 4 and 1/2 before I can progress to do anything? Yes, Kevin. Improper. Okay, I like improper fractions. They're easy to multiply and divide. How can I do that? What is the process, Brittany? Fantastic. So 4 times 2 is going to be 8, and then I have to add my 8 plus 1, and that's going to be what?
9.
What's my denominator have to be? 2, because that's what I started with. So really, I'm just figuring out how many halves I have in 4 and 1/2, and I have 9. Just another quick example there. If I wanted to prove that, let me prove it with the number line. I haven't shown you guys that yet. So I have 0 to 4 and 1/2. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many halves are in the first one? 2. Here's 1, 2. How many halves are in the second? How many halves are in one whole, people? 2. How many halves are in this hole? How many halves are in this hole? Then I've just got 1/2 left. So what I've done was I took 2 times 4, because I have 4 groups of 2 halves. This is 2 halves. This is 2 halves. This is 2 halves. This is 2 halves. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. That's why when Brittany says I can multiply 2 times 4, she's multiplying by how many whole pieces she has. And I can rewrite those whole pieces as 2 over 2. Because any number divided by itself is always going to be. So another way I can think about this is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is the same thing as saying 4, right, Luis? Yeah, you can go. If you're in gate, head on out. So this is just another way of saying why that method works. But Brittany's been kind enough to show us that we now have 9 halves. So now let's just do the math. What is 5, 6 divided by 9 halves? Do we ever have to divide fractions? Let me ask it again. Do we ever have to divide fractions?
No.
No. What can we do?
Keep changing flip.
Keep change flip. What am I keeping?
5, 6.
Okay, so now from now on, after I've converted my mixed number to an improper fraction, this is just like what we've been doing for the last 8 days. I keep the 5, 6. What do I change? Multiplication. What do I flip?
9, 2, 9.
So it's 2 9s. Okay. Before I multiply, are there any common factors between 5 and 6 or 2 and 9? No, they're already simplest form. Are there any common factors between 6 and 2?
Yeah.
What? What's the common factor?
3.
2. 3 is not a common factor of 2. So what is 2 divided by 2?
1.
What is 6 divided by 2?
3.
Fantastic. So now, is there a common factor between 5 and 9? No, because the factors of 5 are 1 and 5. The factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. Nothing in common, so I can't reduce it. So what's the product of 5 times 1? 5. What's the product of 3 times 9? So the answer to the question is each wall gets 5/27 of a gallon.